Action.
Oh, hello folks. I've been on for a little while about doing a movie about my Fiddle Muffs I've been making. I've really enjoyed doing this, and it's been pulling on all the talents that I've learned since the age of 4, which is 1 or 2 years since. I start off with a false hem using this nylon cord, and I knit into that. So then when I've done the length of knitting that I feel like's big enough, I can pick up the stitches and then pull the two together and cast them off. This produces no join. You can hardly see where the join is. This is one that's ready for stitching up. As you can see, where the buttons and stuff sewn on, I now put a bit of felt at the back, which gives that added bit of security that they're not going to get pulled off, as the knitting's quite loose. They've developed over the way, and they're still under development for what different things. This is a flower I'm really pleased with. I actually designed this last night while I was watching a film, Reddick, if anybody's interested what we were watching last night. I started off with a normal star, where you crochet up 5 stitches, you miss the first chain, and in English terms DC, half treble, treble, double treble, and that then slip stitch into the double magic ring that I did. When I pulled it together, it gathered up, and I rather liked that idea. So I then went along the back and did slip stitch, 3 chain, slip stitch between the petals. Finished it off, added a second layer over the chains I'd worked, and that's 4 chains, double treble in English terms, 4 chains, and then slip stitch into the join between the chains. And it's come out, and the reason I really like it, it's produced a little bobble for additional tactile. So I'm going to try and document that on a little video. This is the first one we've ever done. Well, tell a lie, it's the second. The first film we did was 2 megabytes. So that one's ready for stitching. The first one I ever did, I didn't make it wide enough, so I had to knit 2 and join them together. I joined them with crochet, and I actually don't like the finish on that. That's where I joined it, and again it created a fringe, but the fringe is facing the wrong way, so again weren't enthused. This one's got ribbons with slidey bits on, bobbles, different textures, crochet, wooden button, an ordinary plastic button, a piece that they can undo and tie the bow, beads for the tactileness. On the inside it's got wooden beads, crocheted beads, buttons. You can perhaps maybe do with 1 or 2 more bits sewn on there. This is the next one on, where I crocheted the one edge, knitted the width and folded it over. This has got this to fiddle with. Another one here, this one's got a chain on, a pocket for the button. Again, different tactiles. I'm running out of these sort of fancy wools. They're only a few yards long, but just enough to give it a bit of tactileness. Bobbles, beads that have been knitted in while working, buttons, bit of surface crochet. This one, that's the inside, it's got the buttons, raffia, baubles, flowers, one of my hairs, textured wool again. This one I rather like because I crocheted it, and then when I sewn it on I put a button underneath, so it's got a hard surface there, bit of lace sewn on afterwards, a key that they can fiddle with. This is sewn so they won't be able to undo that knot. Another crochet flower leaves. Here's another one. Button beads sewn in while this one's got a bauble that fits in its little crochet pocket, heart-shaped button, 4-petal flower, and again the insides are different. Again, that could do it a little bit naked in the middle of there. And last but not least, this one has got a bell on the outside. That's the inside of it. That's the outside. Big motif, beads knitted in while working, baubles, a version of a daffodil, heart, buttons sewn on afterwards, and there we go. My Twiddle Muffs. Thanks for watching.